Hi beauties, welcome back to the channel. It feels so good to have you all back again. Rockstars, I can see your comments, I can see your engagement, and I love them with all humility. Please keep them coming, right? Today we are going to be watching something totally different, but still in Finland because man, I am getting addicted to anything Finland, right? So the title of today's show is Five Things to Avoid in Finland. I was struck. Immediately I saw the title, I was like, no way. My super unique Finland. How would there be five things to avoid? But I wanted to know because, in every good there is a bad, right? So I wanted to know. I was so curious. Then I decided to watch this. And guess what? I'm watching it first time. So I'll be sharing this with you if you've not watched it before. Even if you've watched it before, do well to come back, right? So because you'll be having a different perspective and I'll be giving my own opinion, right? So the link to this video was gotten directly from Wildwood Vagabond's channel, okay? So the link will be in the description below, okay? With that being said, let's dive right in, guys.
Hello and welcome back to my channel, Wildwood Vagabond. I'm Rachel and today I wanted to share with you 5 things that you should avoid in Finland. Finland is a really unique country. It's one of my favorite countries, as most of you know by now. And in Finland, there's just a certain way to do things. And I wanted to share with you 5 things to avoid while in Finland in hopes to keep you from stepping on any Finnish toes or finding yourself in some awkward moments. Number 1, avoid beating around the bush. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Finns place great value on words and they choose them wisely.
Nice, I love that.
Explains why they don't care too much for small talk and sometimes they say very little. Words are chosen carefully and for the purpose of delivering a message.
Nice, I love that.
Sugarcoat anything there in order to spare someone's feelings. They will really respect and appreciate your honesty and being direct. Because they themselves are very honest, genuine, and direct people. And if you make plans with a Finn, stick to your plans. If they say to you, hey, let's go have coffee next week, or vice versa, that means that you're gonna go have coffee next week. Here in the States, I think we say it all the time. Oh, let's go have coffee. We should go hang out. Let's hang out next week. Okay, yeah, I'll call you. Sure. Yeah, I'll be in touch. And then we never call and we never go. Years pass. La-di-da, that's how it goes. And it's just become kind of this culture here, and almost it's to the point now, it's like when I hear someone say that, I already know it's not going to happen. So what's the point of even saying it? But in Finland, if you make plans with someone, they will take your words at face value and they will expect that you follow through with them.
Oh, that's good. I love it.
Plans that they make with you. I mean, yes, of course, things happen and they can cancel, but I'm just saying they don't lightheartedly make plans with someone just in order to fit into some fake social situation. So choose your words wisely. There's no need to just run your mouth about anything. And in fact, I feel like we could use a little bit more of that mentality and culture here in the States. And I'm not naming any names, but Trump. Number 2, avoid getting into people's personal space in Finland.
Oh.
Finns have a great deal of respect for personal space. It's very important to them. So keep in mind personal space when you're standing in queue, when you're waiting for the bus, when you're having conversations with someone. If you're conversing with someone and you're standing maybe perhaps too close and you notice that they might back up a little bit, respect that and let them have their space. Don't get too up in their face when you're talking. Just kind of be mindful of it and allow them to have their personal space. It can be kind of funny as a foreigner to go to Finland and notice how the distance that people take. I'll show you this picture here. Maybe you've seen this picture before.
Oh my god, that's quite a distance.
And notice the distance between the people while they're waiting for the bus to come. This is accurate. I can attest to this. I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I've experienced it. So yeah, just give people their personal space. This might have also something to do with why they don't greet strangers often. I know that people can live in like an apartment building and have neighbors, the same neighbor for years and never have like said hello to them, never have greeted them. Just because they don't feel the need to. I don't know you, so why do I need to greet you? don't be overly affectionate. Maybe in your culture or wherever you're from, it's normal to greet someone with a kiss on the cheek or a hug, or you might touch someone's shoulder or grab their arm or something. That might be totally normal to you. However, it's not normal in Finland. And so
Ooh.
I would just recommend feeling the situation. You can read the situation. If you meet someone and you guys hit it off really well, you can kind of gauge by their body language if they're okay with a hug. You know, if you're a huggy person, or just even ask, like, can I give you
Can
a
I hug
hug?
you? Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to make anyone feel awkward. And I think, like, not only in Finland, but anywhere in the world, we should ask people before hugging them or, you know, kissing them on the cheek, because it might make them feel uncomfortable. Some people don't like to be touched. Some people really do not like hugs. They want to be asked first. They want their personal space, and they don't want you to cross that boundary. Of course, in families, you know, if you know someone and you've given them hugs all your life, or they're your kids and they like hugs and you know it, you know, whatever that situation is, I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying, and if you don't really know someone and you don't have a history with them, then it's probably a good idea to just ask first, hey, do you mind if I give you a hug?
Exactly.
And
I am in support
sometimes
of this,
people are okay
honestly.
with it, sometimes they're not, and we just need to respect that in each other. So yeah, don't be overly affectionate with them. A nice handshake would do just fine, because they need their own personal space.
Nice. I like that,
That's far
honestly.
enough. That's far enough. Am I too close? 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 Number 3, avoid bragging.
Oh my god.
Finns are humble and modest about their accomplishments and achievements, and most times, will often downplay their accomplishments. So, highlighting your own achievements and bragging about your possessions, that kind of thing, it can come across as rude there. So it's best just to be very humble. Just be humble. Don't brag about it. Don't brag about what you've done, what you've seen, where you've been, what you own. None of that, because it can come across as rude. And no one likes a self-promoting braggart anyway.
Anyway,
So
of
just be
course, no
humble.
one.
Number 4, queue jumping.
This
Cutting
one.
in line.
This
Do
one is a
not
topic on its own.
cut in line. Skip the queue in Finland. Finns are really good at queuing, and it can happen almost anywhere at almost any time. It can happen almost suddenly that a queue would form, and you just need to get into line and respect personal space. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal, but there's like this unspoken law in Finland that you just don't skip the line. Like, you don't skip queue. You wait your turn in line nicely.
Really?
Patiently. A Finn probably wouldn't say anything to you anyway if you did skip in line, but just know that they would probably secretly think that you were a jerk. The funniest, this was kind of like a culture shock to me, when I was in Finland and we were at a city market. This long queue formed kind of like out of nowhere from almost the front of the store all the way back to the back of the store and around. And I was like, what's going on? They're like, oh, they're giving away free coffee for this little bitty cup of coffee. It was free coffee. Sit in line for 30 minutes for a free cup of coffee, because I had to experience
Are you
that.
kidding?
And it baffled me. I was just like, all of these people are really standing in line for just a little
For a free cup of coffee?
Like, this is intense.
And a small
I heard
one?
on the news once when I was living there that they were giving away free coffee at this convenience store in Finland, and there was people that were already lining up like at 2 and 3 in the morning, already getting in queue.
Wow.
Before the store even opened. The store was going to open at
Oh my
5,
God.
and people were like almost camped out there to get free coffee that they were giving away samples of at this store in Finland. That's awesome. So do yourself a favor, don't look like a jerk, and just wait your turn in line patiently, like a good Finn would do. All right, so this brings me to the last one, number 5. Disrespecting nature. Finland is
Oh,
comprised mostly of trees and lakes and rivers. The nature there is stunning. It is absolutely
stunning, super
beautiful.
stunning.
It is well
Oh,
taken
yeah.
care of. I barely saw any trash or litter while I was there laying around on the floor. I didn't see any in the forest. I love nature so much. If you've watched any of my
Same
vlogs,
here.
you know I love nature. Okay, so I'm sorry, back on track. Avoid disrespecting nature. Number 5. Joka miehen oikeudet is every man's rights, which entitles you to hike any forest, swim any lake, pick
Hmm.
as many berries or mushrooms as your heart desires.
Wow.
Just don't disturb
Waste.
nature. Don't litter and
Oh,
just let it be. Like, I love how Finns have this great respect for nature. And you can just tell from their garbage, their waste disposal system to this jokamiehen oikeudet, your rights to the nature, and you go out there, you can see how well that it's taken care of. I really respect
wow.
that about Finland, and I love it, and I really wish that other countries could get on board with that who are still lagging behind USA. So that was it.
Wow, guys, I've learned so many things from this few minutes video. Rockstars, the one she talked about disrespecting nature, that I don't like because, man, we need nature to survive, right? We need the forest, we need the seas, we need them to to survive. We can't do without them. The one she talked about, being close to somebody at the bus station or even while talking to somebody, I think, in my opinion, I think that is mostly something that, if not all part of Europe, some part of Europe also do. It's not a big deal. Like, they don't just like it. I understand that what's it called, Norwegians also don't like that, close contact when you're talking to them. You just have to be far apart while talking to them. At least, if you notice their body language moving backwards, don't even dare coming forward to meet them to state your facts. Just respect that privacy, respect the fact that they don't want that close contact, and do your thing, and let the word be, right? Honestly, this was so educative. I've learned so many things from these. It was super interesting as well, right? And I'm sure you enjoyed watching these as much as I did because it was a perfect watch for me. Thanks, Rachel, for this video. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to my rock stars. Guys, what do you think about these? Do you agree to what Rachel said about these 5 things that you have to avoid in Finland or not? Let me know in the comment section, right? Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Also consider to subscribe if you've not subscribed. Do well to like and share to your beautiful family and friends. So we'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.